Hey everybody, this is Jaybird, and welcome to another StarCraft 2 commentary. Today we're going to have a TVP on Kulas Ravine, and in the bottom right position we have Doomsday, the red Terran player. In the bottom left we have War Bandit, the purple Protoss. Big thank you to War Bandit, he sent me this replay. It's a game between him and his friend where it sounds like there's some practice, some improving, so hopefully we should have a fun little game here. Before we get too much into the game, I want to thank my subscribers. I don't remember if I thanked you guys last time, but I am at 16 now. I call you guys my sweet 16 subscribers. So from now on, you're my sweet 16. So thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. And everyone else out there, if you like what you see, please feel free to subscribe as well. Jaybird StarCraft is my name on YouTube. And similarly, if you want me to cast your game, I really like to focus on games, things you don't see every day, out of the ordinary, something unique or weird or crazy. Please send them my way to jaybirdStarcraft@gmail.com. I'd be much appreciative of that. Anyways, getting back into this game here. Also, this is since the new patch, so this is great. This production tab, they updated this. So you got this little update bar, progress bar, which is just amazing for casting. Yeah, and I really like this. It's actually going to be one of the first times I get to actually use this. So it's going to be nice to watch the progress on the production there. Makes it even nicer tab to have open here. So we have the normal scouting patterns here, both scouted in the wrong direction, so they'll probably find each other at about the same time. And for the red player, he is throwing down his barracks. And for the Protoss player, just getting his gas and his gateway as well. Pretty standard openings thus far for each. We are going to have an attempted wall off. I think that looks pretty solid there. Still a little opening here. The second barracks is going to go down as well. So again, more scouting going about. Little purple probe. There's the ravine of Kuloth. There it is again. Oh, Kuloth and your ravine. Alright, there it is, completing the wall off with that second supply depot as well. So still nothing too much going down, just more production. Taking a quick look at the unit count. Protoss player is a little bit ahead on the drones, 16 to 14. And he is throwing down that cybernetics core and that second gateway. So everything's still looking pretty standard here. Just nothing really of note, but it looks like we are going to finally discover where each player is. Has purple player scouted out. He did scout out the wall. He's right there, getting forced back by some Marines. Is he going to die? Is he going to die? No, it looks like he's going to be fast enough to get away unless that Marine just still running that Marine way out there. And finally he decides to stop. And now we have a bunker going down as well. And it looks like we do have the tech lab, 2 tech labs coming down. Very interesting. We could be seeing some sort of early, perhaps a Reaper push of some sort. We shall see if there's any sort of upgrades going down for those. Nothing yet. Maybe we're just going for, yeah, we got some Marauders coming out. So again, still nothing of any sort of early fanciness. No cheese, quote unquote. And these guys are friends, so we're probably not going to see anything too weird like that. But he is chrono boosting out those warp gates, always very nice to do. And getting those couple zealots as well. We do see minerals going up a little bit here. And yeah, minerals for both players a little higher. Usually you want to make sure to spend those minerals as quickly as you can. But he's doing very well on the chrono boost, keeping it fairly low at 30. And still just pumping out some units. Taking a quick look at the unit. We do have 2 zealots to the 2 marauders and 1 marine. Just hanging out, continuing to build up the supply depots around the base here. Looks like this guy just hanging out on the outside. SCV. Not needed. Just stay out there, guy. Just protect it. We do have one, just a little stare down going here. 1 marine and 2 zealots, just hanging. No one really wants to attack. I think if I was the marine, I'd probably want to run away at this point. Oh, now, and there he goes. So maybe he should have taken my advice. But yeah, here we are. We got 1 marauder in the bunker, so a couple open slots. So it looks like he's going mass marauder. And it appears to be what it is, just the 1 gas thus far. And again, I do believe that he is fairly new to the Terran race, so there's not going to be any advanced Terran strategy going on, but he is just trying to get some basics down, it sounds like. And warp gates are finished for War Bandit, and those are just getting warped in. We do have the Immortal? Why did I forget that? The Immortal is coming out. I even play Protoss. That's sad. So we got the Immortal coming out, and 5 Zealots as well. And again, there's the economy doing really good, but not if you don't spend the minerals. So that's always a good point. If you're getting high on minerals, just build more things, you know. And you could probably, as it's often said, you can support 4 gateways on one base, but he does have the robo facility out. But it could be easy to throw probably another warp gate in, just because you have so many minerals just building up. And still another common mistake is you don't have the 3 on gas. That could be conscious if you just put the 1 in there, because still he's doing fine on gas and going very heavy on the Zealot. So maybe that could be a conscious decision. But, you know, very basic. Just get your guys in the gas if need be. Still in the 1 gas here as well for the Terran player. We do have 1 observer just checking out everything that's going on here. So Warbandit has a fairly good idea of what's going on. Looks like 1 SCV ran in there just to scout it out. Didn't get much past the wall. So we have a very high Zealot count here. And still more pylons just going down. And still, like in this situation, probably if you're not gonna get more unit producing stations, at least go for some sort of upgrades. Try to get a forge down as a Protoss player, because you are sitting on a lot of unused resources at this point. But the Immortal is trying to take down those destructible rocks. And he's gonna, you know, this is very nice, get in here for an expansion as well. And still not too much aggression going on. A lot of sitting around, having fun, building up. That's fine, that's fine. We do have finally some Marines out as well for the Terran player. And it looks like he's just about to get supply block there. Looks like those units are stuck in production there. Other than that, he is doing a little better job at keeping the resources down. Taking a quick look at the units. So they are equal at the 22 to 22. And he does have less resources. That does mean that it looks like the Terran player is spending a little more effectively. And the Warbandit did just throw down that Nexus to balance that out. Yeah, there's the forge that I was talking about. When you see something like this for a newer player, I don't know if you guys are new, but one strategy is if you have a lot of resources, a lot of people they just want to expand, and that's not necessarily the best thing to do. I mean, it is. Don't get me wrong, expanding is great, but when you get to have a lot of minerals, you need to have a lot of units too. And I mean, this is an all right. We're gonna have a little skirmish here, so maybe I'll sidetrack this, but you're just going to end up with even more resources after the expansion. But here we go. We got Marines and Marauders coming in. Zealots slowing. One Stalker's falling behind. And they're going to try to take them down. A little bit of microing, some stopping and shooting down those Zealots. And they are going to fall back. And here they come back in as well. Ooh, and those Immortals did finally come back up. And this looks like a fairly scary army if I'm Terran. But you got to get all those guys in there. That's all right. But he's doing some very nice microing here, trying to take those Zealots without taking any damage by stopping. And Marauders, and they do have those concussive shell upgrade as well. Very dangerous against Zealots, especially when they're retreating, because they will die just like that. But here we go again. Both armies, the Terran army is small, but he is doing, like I said, a very nice job of keeping those few units alive. But he is going to have to retreat if he hopes to survive. Ooh, and they're now tracking them down. And that guy, there he goes, that final Marauder falls. As I was saying with the expansion, though, he is now sitting on over 1,000 minerals. So really, it is really easy to be like, oh, I need to get, I got to throw down a Nexus, I need to expand. As you can see, yeah, these guys are still learning